Where they go to meet the Mets. Hold their collar and they're cheering and they're jumping in their seats. Where they go to meet the Mets. All the fans are true to the orange and blue. So hurry up and come on back. 'Cause we got ourselves a ball. 'Cause the Mets of New York town. Give them a yell. Give them a hand. And let them know you're rooting in the stand. Come on and beat the Mets. Beat the Mets. Step right up and beat the Mets. Bring your TVs, bring your wife. Guaranteed you have the time of your life. Because the Mets are ready. Something to fall. Not the whole side. The east side. West side. Everybody come down. Hey, welcome everybody. This is CP Cards and Dice, and we are replaying the 2019 Mets season using Deep Drive Baseball. In Deep Dive Baseball, you roll 3 dice. They're all 10-sided dice, and you read the red and then white. The 6 is going to be the modifier die in case you need it. We are in the top of the second. It's 1-0 New York. It's a home run by leadoff batter Jeff McNeil, the flying squirrel, in the first inning. And we're going to get started. For the Reds right now, it's going to be Curt Casali, Phil Irving, and Jesse Winker. The Mets are actually 16-12. In reality, they were 14-14. So we're doing a couple of games better than they were doing in 2019. So here goes. We're going to roll. And that's going to be a 92. So that's going to be off Vargas's card. That's going to be an out. You look at the modifier die, that's a 4, and it's going to be a ground ball to second base. McNeil over to first, and that's 1 away. Phil Irving, right-handed batter. That's a 16. That's going to be off Irving's card, and that's a base on balls. So Irving walks. He's on at first. Irving's steal is a 1C. Vargas is a +1. And let me take a quick look at Ramos. Ramos is a +1. So we're looking at a 3C to steal. Let's see, I don't know. We could steal. Let's take a quick peek at the chart. Stolen base chart. What did I say it was? A 3C? Yeah, a 3C. And that's 0 to 4. No, 0 to 11. Stolen base. 12 to 18. Caught stealing. Yeah, well, we're not going to do that. All right. Jesse Winker, left-handed batter. That's an 18. That's going to be a hit by pitch, so he gets plunked. Goes to first and second, 1 out. Looks like my camera's doing some weird stuff. Like some real strange stuff. I don't know. It's like flashing. It's like it's possessed. That's strange. I don't know why it's doing that. Let's see if it continues to do that. Look at that. Oh, that's weird. Isn't that strange? Why is it doing that? That's a 78. That's going to be off Vargas. That's an out, a 6 out. It's a hard hit ground ball to the shortstop, and I believe this is going to be a double play. I believe this is going to be a double play. Let's grab the double play. 6, hard 6. Runners on first and second is a P, and it says if fielder is a 5, lead runner. Otherwise, runner out at second, front end of a double play.
So it's going to be a 6-4-3 double play. And that's going to retire the side. I don't know what's doing that. Let's see if I move the camera a little bit. Like it's having like a slow reaction. See, it's having a slow, like I'll move it and then it won't pick up for a couple of seconds. I may have to, oh, you know what? My battery is dying. That could be one thing. That's not going to help. Let's see if I plug in my computer. That'll. We'll see what happens. So Wilson Ramos is up. I think it settled down a little bit. It looks like it settled down a little bit. All right, here goes. That's going to be a 69 Wilson Ramos. That's going to be off Luis Castillo's card. And that's going to be a strikeout. So Wilson Ramos gets fooled and walks back to the bench. Amed Rosario. That's an 81. And that's going to be a defensive check. See what we roll. We roll a 0-5. And on defensive check, that's going to get us to roll on the error chart. And we roll a 26 on the error chart. A 26, that's going to be to the pitcher. The pitcher, Castillo, is a 4. So that's going to be a comebacker. And Castillo fields his position and throws out Amed Rosario for a 1-3 ground out. Nice play by Luis Castillo, who's a pretty good fielding pitcher. That's a 13, and that's going to be strike 3 on Lagares. 3 up, 3 down for the Mets. Go to the top of the third. 1-0 Mets. Jason Vargas on the mound for the Mets. It'll be Castillo, Peraza, and Joey Votto. 77, that's off Vargas' card, and that's going to be an out. It's a ground ball second base. Jeff the Flying Squirrel McNeil throws over to Alonso, 1 away. Next is, oh, wait. That was wrong. Well, it would have been the same result because it was off the pitcher's card. That's weird. Anyway, all right. That's a 0-9 off Peraza's card. A 0-9 is going to be line drive base hit to left. Nimmo plays it on a hop, gets it back into the shortstop, Amed Rosario. Did I just lose my green die? Did it just go like behind the screen? All right. So Jose Peraza on at first, and Peraza is a 2C. He would be a 4C, and a 4C would be the steal. A 4C would be a 4C would be 0 to 24. So we're going to roll to see if we can. Okay, here goes. So 18, a 4C, and that's going to be stolen base. There goes, because on a 4C, it's going to be 0 to 24. We rolled an 18. There goes Peraza, and he is safe. Throw from Ramos, not in time, a little bit high. So it's going to be a stolen base for Peraza. And Peraza stole 7 bases in 2019. Joey Votto. Votto's 1 for 1. Oh, that's 0-0. Now, a 0-0 is going to mean that it's a pitcher-catcher result. And it's a position player is pitching wild pitch. So that's not, we're going to have to re-roll that. And it's a 74, and that's going to be a defensive roll. A defensive roll. Let's see what happens on the defense. That's an 84, and that's going to be a center field, a ball that's driven in the gap, and Juan Lagares after it, and he runs it down. Nice catch by Juan Lagares in center field. So Joey Votto gives it a ride, but caught by Lagares. 2 outs now. Runner on second base. And it's Eugenio Suarez. This is a problem. I have to get my tower. Let's do that again. That's going to be a 0-0 with a runner on base. That's going to be, again, you know what? We're going to roll. We're going to roll for the chart. So when that comes up, we're going to just roll on the chart. And that chart is the wild pitch catcher chart. Pitcher catcher chart is called. And that's a 37. A 37 is going to be a wild pitch if he's C, D, or F, and he's a C. So that is a wild pitch. So Peraza over to third on a wild pitch. Eugenio Suarez is still at the plate. Here's the pitch from Vargas. And that's going to be a 52, and that's going to be a deep drive off Eugenio Suarez. And that's going to be a 58, and that's going to be a potential home run. We rolled a 1 on the modifier die, and that's a home run. Deep drive to left field. Back goes Nimmo to the track, to the wall. It's out of here. 2-1. Eugenio Suarez connects. Now, he did hit 40, what does that say? 48 or 49 home runs. Holy smokes. Hit a lot of home runs in 2019. Yasiel Puig with 2 outs. And that's a 0-9, and that's going to be line drive. Base hit center field, so Puig is on with a single. He's a 2C, so he's going to be a 4C. We're going to try to see if he'll steal. And that's a 75. He does not go. A 4C, a 75. He holds. Curt Casali. And that's a 97. And a 97 is going to be an out. That's going to be lined and caught by the first baseman, Pete Alonso. Jason Vargas is leading it off for the Mets in the bottom of the third. We're playing at Citi Field in Flushing, Queens, New York. And that's triple zeros. Holy smokes. Triple zeros. It's going to be a deep drive for Vargas, which says never. So that's going to translate into basically an out. It's going to be a 0 out. That's lined and caught by Iglesias. So Vargas hits it on the screws, but right at Iglesias. That's going to be a 25, and that's a defensive roll. Let's get a defensive roll here. It's going to be a 74, and a 74 is going to be shortstop fielding rating. Let's see what Iglesias is. Iglesias is a 3, so that's going to be a 74 is going to be a ground ball up the middle and through into center field. Jeff McNeil is 2 for 2. Pete Alonso, the batter, and that's a 28, and that's strike 3. So Alonso strikes out for the second time. And that is a 12 off McNeil, off of Brandon Nimmo's card. And that's going to be a walk, ball 4. So 2 outs, runners on first and second, and it's Michael Conforto. That's a 0-9. A 0-9 is going to be line drive, base hit. And McNeil, I think McNeil's an average runner. So that's going to load the bases. We could try to score him, I think. Let's see. With 2 outs, he's going to be fast. But it's well, let's try to score him. Let's just have some fun doing that. And the ball was hit. Oh, we don't know where it was hit yet. Let's see what happens, and then we'll figure that out. And it's a 75. 75. He's and he is out at the plate. And that was, I guess, the center fielder. Let's make it the center fielder. So, hold on. I got somebody at the door. Yeah, so sorry. Let's redo that. It's going to be an 8. We'll make it an 8-6-2. Let's go back. It's going to be a single. Oh, wait. Let's redo that. Runners on. Okay, so it's going to be a single. And then we're going to try to score. Batter's going to be tagged out 8-6-2 at home plate. So throw to the plate, and they get. Who is that? They get McNeil trying to score. He's out at the plate, and we go to the top of the fourth. Deep drive baseball. I'm going to use my dice tower. All right, and we're going to move these charts. So, all right, that's a 7. Phil Irving is up. That's a 74, and that's going to be a defensive role. And that's going to be a 65. A 65 is third baseman, and that's going to be a ball that's hit down the line and under Todd Frazier's glove for a single into left. So Phil Irving is on at first. Jesse Winker, 18, and that's going to be a hit by pitch. So Winker gets plunked, and he's on at first. First two batters reach. Nobody out here in the top of the fourth. Jose Iglesias. 43, that's going to be an out. A 7, that's going to be a fly to shallow left. Nimmo coming in, makes the catch. Everybody goes back to their bases. It's out number 1. Next is Luis Castillo, and I guess we can bunt here. It's a 20. A 20 is a strikeout. That's going to be a foul ball. So there's 2 strikes on the batter. We're going to try to do it again. That's going to be a 63. A 63 is a walk, but he's bunting, so we're going to see what that turns into on a bunt attempt. A walk, ball, runners hold. So we got to bunt again. Let's try to bunt again. He squares away. That's 15, and that's going to be a strikeout, and that's strike 3. So Luis Castillo fails to move the runners over and strikes out. And now it's Jose Peraza. Peraza is 1 for 2. Runners on first and second, top of the fourth, 2 out. We roll a 23, and that's a kind of an out. That's a ground ball to the first baseman. We roll a 1 or a 2. He flips it to the pitcher, and he does. Vargas covers. So it's going to be Alonso to Vargas, 3-1, and that retires the side. Hey there, guys. Red Sox fan. How are you, brother? Todd Frazier, 75. That's strike 3. Frazier goes down on strikes. Wilson Ramos, 84. And that's going to be a fly ball to center field. Irving makes the catch, 2 down, and it's Ahmed Rosario, 73. That's strike 3. So 3 up, 3 down for the Mets. We go to the top of the 5th. This game plays very, very fast. It's got detail. So actually, it's a great little game for sure. 96. That's an out. That's a fly ball to right field. Michael Conforto backs up a bit, and he's under it. Squeezes it, makes the catch. 97. Again, an out. And that's going to be lined and caught by Alonso at first base. Line drive Alonso. 2 out. And it's Yasiel Puig, 80. And that's going to be a grounder to second. Wicked hop for McNeil. Makes the catch and throws him out. And put the pitcher after the batter because we read 0 to 50 first and then 50 to 99. So that's why. So it's the opposite of payoff pitch. So it's Juan Lagares. He's 0 for 1. He struck out. That's a 21. And here he strikes out again. High Cheese gets Lagares. Jason Vargas. And it's a 69. And that's going to be a strikeout. So back-to-back Ks for Luis Castillo. And it's Jeff McNeil, who's 2 for 2. And this is a defense a defense 96. A 96 defense is the right fielder, and the right fielder is Puig, and that's gonna drop in for a hit. Puig has very low defensive ratings. Very low defensive ratings. So McNeil gets his third hit. It's a little Texas leaguer that drops in front of Puig. Didn't look like he got a very good jump on it. And Pete Alonso. And that's a 33, and that's strike 3. So that's the third time Alonso strikes out today. Curt Casali, Phil Irving, and Jesse Winker. That's an 80, and that's going to be a ground ball to the first baseman. Does he flip to the pitcher on a 1 or 2? He does, and he does. Vargas covering 3-1. One away. Phil Irving. That's a 0-8. That's going to be line base hit to center field. So Irving is on with a single. Rounds the bag. Goes back. Jesse Winker, left-handed batter, 21. And that's going to be strike 3. So Winker strikes out. That's the second out of the inning. And it's Jose Iglesias. That's a 50. That's a deep drive. And now it's going to be a 55, and that's going to be a double. It's going to be a double, and Irving is average, but he becomes fast. So we may have another play at the plate. Let's see what happens. On a double, he's fast, and we're going to have a play at the plate. Let's try to do that. We're going to go to the choice chart. I'll show you how that works. Just going to roll, and that's going to be a 98. A 98 says runner called out after collision at base. Roll again on chart at result 02 above. Let's see. 92, and both runner and fielder covering base are shaken up, but neither is injured. All right, so there's a play at the plate. There's a collision, and Phil Irving is thrown out. And again, I'm not sure. How do we determine who the ball was hit to? Not totally sure about that. Well, there's a cutoff chart here that I could use at, but the batter is Iglesias. He's a right-hander, so you're looking at center fielder, left fielder. So 1, 2, 3, it's a left fielder, and we roll a 6. Oh wait, I need a 6 like that. 1, 2, 3 is the left fielder. We roll a 6 with the center fielder. So Juan Lagares makes a nice throw home. It's going to be 8-2. So it's going to be, let's do a double. It's right in the double, and then there's another play at the plate. Oh, let's undo that because I didn't mark him as out at the plate. Double, and he goes home, but he's out, tagged out, 8-2, and collision at the plate, but everybody's okay, and we move on. It's Nimmo against Luis Castillo, Nimmo, Conforto, and Todd Frazier. In the bottom of the 6th, it's 2-1 Cincinnati. 55, and that's going to be a ground ball to the right side and through into right field. Puig gets it in quickly. Nimmo's on. Michael Conforto. That's a 23, and that's going to be strike 3. Conforto, high cheese gets Conforto. Todd Frazier. That's a 40, and that's an out. That's a 6. It's going to fly to left. Back goes Winker, and he's there, makes the catch, 2 out, and it's Wilson Ramos. A 47, and that's a 2. That's a little dribbler that Casali grabs quickly, fires to first, and gets Ramos 2-3, and that retires the side. So after the leadoff single, Mets weren't able to capitalize on that leadoff hit. And we're in the top of the 7th now. So he gave up more than 1 run. He's been through the lineup twice. That's 3. And this is the 7th. This will be his 10th. He's out. All right, so he's out. And let's check and see real quick who played in this game for the Mets. Let's see. I'm opening up the box score on a giant screen I have in front of me. All right. In this game, for the Mets, it was Gazelman. So we're going to bring in Gazelman. Robert Gazelman comes in. And you know what? We're going to pull a double switch. Include offense. Gazelman goes 2 innings. So no. So we're going to pull a double switch here. At third base, we're going to bring in Davis. J.D. Davis is going to be the third baseman now. And he's going to bat ninth. And Gazelman is going to bat, fifth. So that's a double switch using iScore. Luis Castillo is the batter, leading off the top of the seventh against Robert Gazelman. And that's going to be a 17, and that's going to be strike 3. 1 out. Peraza, 87. And that's going to be a 9. That's going to be a fly to center field. Lagares on the run and runs it down. Fly out, 8. 2 down. And Joey Votto, that's a 78. And that's going to be a defensive roll. See what happens there. A 0-1. That's going to take us to an error. A 95. 95. And 95 is going to be to the right field. The right fielder's a 4, so he's pretty good, and he's going to run it down. And that retires aside. So Joey Votto connects and drives one into deep right field, but Conforto on the run into the corner makes the catch. And we go to the bottom half of the 7th inning. That's got to get those bats going. That's the issue we're having right now. Ahmed Rosario leading it off. And it's a 62, and that's going to be, strike 3. So Castillo blows it by Ahmed. 0-3. That's going to be a deep drive for Lagares. Going to re-roll on Lagares' chart. That's a 78. And that's going to be we didn't roll this one. And that's going to be a deep fly to right field. And Yasiel Puig, by the warning track, makes the catch. J.D. Davis now. J.D. Davis. Good power, 63, and that's going to be strike 3. Davis strikes out, 3 up, 3 down for Luis Castillo. And that may be it for Castillo at this point. Gazelman goes another inning. So let's get Eugenio Suarez, 94. That's a 1. That's popped up to the left side. Davis is there, makes the catch, 1 away. Yasiel Puig, 96. And that's a ground ball hit hard at Rosario. Rosario in the hole. Long throw in time. Great play by Ahmed Rosario. Has trouble with the backhand, but not in that case. Kurt Casali, 52. And that's a deep drive off Casali's card. And what the heck was that? And that's going to be a 24. A 24 is going to be, we got to roll this one here, and that's going to be an 8. And a 24 is going to be a home run. That's a deep drive to left field. Back goes Nimmo to the track, to the wall. It's out of here. Score now is 3-1 Reds on the home run by Casali off of Gazelman. And he wishes he had that pitch back. Phil Irving, 89. And that's going to be a hard hit ground ball to Ahmed Rosario. And he gets him at first. And that retires aside, but the Reds pick up another run. They lead at 3-1. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Get a new pitcher for Castillo. We are going to get a new pitcher for Castillo. And that is going to be, let's see who that's going to be. This is the 8th inning. It's going to be David Hernandez. David Hernandez pitched in this game. It's a righty. Oh, but we have the lefty McNeil coming up. So let's pull a lefty. Let's see who we have who's a lefty here. Amir Garrett. That's who we're going to. He's a lefty specialist. So he's the guy that you want to come in because you're going to get advantage with him pitching. So Garrett is going to come in, the specialist, and he is going to face Jeff McNeil. So out is Luis Castillo. And McNeil's 3 for 3. He's got a home run and 2 singles. Here's the pitch. That's going to be a 17, and that's going to be a base on balls. Oh, wait, but I can pull a 50. That'll be a 67. A 67 will be strike 3. And he strikes out McNeil. The specialist Garrett, the specialist power of adding 50 points, strikes out Jeff McNeil. Pete Alonso. And that's going to be a 64. And that's base on balls. So Alonso walks. Brandon Nimmo, the batter. A 62. And that's another base on balls. So back-to-back walks. And Michael Conforto, another lefty. That's going to be a 42 and a 5. That's going to be a hard hit ground ball. That's going to be a 6-4-3. Iglesias to Peraza to Votto, double play. And the Reds are out of the inning. Right when it looked like the Mets were getting something going. Hard hit ground ball, but right at the shortstop, Taylor made double play. And that retires the Mets. So Gazelman's out. Gazelman is done. And who else are we going to bring in this one? Familia pitched in this one as well. We're going to bring in Jerry Familia. It's terrible. Almost a 6 ERA in 2019. He was a nightmare for the Mets. Mets really need to have they're hoping that the bullpen bounces back in 2020. Jesse Winker, 0 for 1. He's been hit by pitch twice and struck out. I don't know if he's a happy camper. That's an 89, and that's a 2, and that's going to be a comebacker to Familia. And off balance, throw to first. It gets Winker. Jose Iglesias, that's a 51, and that's going to be a deep drive. And that's going to be an 83. Deep drive 83. We're going to have to roll here. And that's a 0. That's a deep drive to left field. Left center field. Lagares back to the track, to the wall. It's out of here. 4-1. Jose Iglesias takes that Familia slider into left center field and makes the score 4-1. So we're going to have a pinch hitter for the Reds. It's going to be Barnhart. You know what? He's a catcher. Kyle Farmer. Let's find Kyle Farmer. He pinch hit in this game. Now, deep drive comes with all the players. They don't. You have to print them out because Kyle Farmer against Jerry Familia. Let's write him in real quick. There he is. And that's a 48. And that's going to be, wait a second. I have his pitcher card. I guess he pitched during the season. I have his pitcher card. I need his, oh boy. That's the problem when you have 500 cards. Let's see. Oh, there he is. That's his hitter card. Okay, it's a 48, and that's going to be an out. That's going to be a fly ball deep left field. Back goes Nimmo, makes the catch for out number 2. And it's going to be Peraza. Peraza's 1 for 4. Here's the pitch from Familia. It's going to be 36, and that's a 9, and that's a fly ball center field. Juan Lagares squeezes it, and that retires the side. So last licks for the Mets. Last licks for the Mets. And we're going to get Iglesias to come up. It's going to be the pitcher spot. We get a new pitcher. His name is Raisel Iglesias. He's the closer for the Reds. And he's usually highly effective. I haven't seen his card. Again, we're going to have to do this thing because he's Raisel Iglesias. Who's there? Oh, Red Sox. You're still hanging around? Or you took off already? I don't know. You're making some comments over there. What'd you say? Better bullpen. Yeah. They're going to need a better bullpen, my friend. That's for sure. Or we're cooked. I can't find Rosell Iglesias, but I know there he is. He's the closer, right-handed pitcher. So to pinch hit the Mets, and all this makes a difference in this game. You got Dominic Smith. Dominic Smith's going to come in to pinch hit. There we go. Let's move Castillo here. Everything's flopping all over the place. All right, Dom Smith is going to come in for pinch hit as a pinch hitter. There he is. Here's a pitch from Iglesias. Oh, I didn't get Iglesias in there. Got to get him. I may have to write him in. I don't think I've used him yet this season. I got Jose Iglesias. I don't have Rysel Iglesias. All right, so add sub. Rysel Iglesias. Done. He's at the bottom, and he's in there now. Pop him in the ninth spot in the batting order. He's there as well. Here's the pitch to Dominic Smith, the pinch hitter. That's going to be a 96, and that's going to be a hard hit ground ball. Slow grounder. Running in is Jose Iglesias, scoops it and throws on the run, and just gets Smith by half a step. Next is going to be Wilson Ramos, 0-9. It's going to be line drive base hit to left field. Winker plays it on a hop. So the Mets are still alive, 4-1, Reds. And it's Ahmed Rosario. That's at 13, and that's going to be a single. Back-to-back singles. And it's Juan Lagares. That's a 13, and that's going to be a strike three. Blows the fastball right by Lagares, who was not expecting that. And it's J.D. Davis, who has good power. 4-1, 2 outs. J.D. Davis can crank one, 19, and that's base on balls. So that loads the bases. Loads the bases for their best hitter, Jeff McNeil, the flying squirrel, left-handed batter. I'll tell you what he's batting on the season. McNeil on the season is batting .302. Batted 317, I believe. 318 in 2019. Bases loaded, 2 outs, bottom of the ninth. Mets are in Citi Field. They're down 4-1. The go-ahead run is at the plate. Tying run is at first base and J.D. Davis. Jeff McNeil, Mets' best hitter, is going to face Rysel Iglesias, the closer for the Reds. Here goes. And that's a 17, and that's going to be a base on balls. 4-2. And the bases are loaded. Now it's Pete Alonso. And that's a 70. And that's going to be strike three. Alonso strikes out for the 4th time in the game, I believe. I believe that was the 4th time. And that ends the ball game. So the Mets lose it. And the win is going to go to Luis Castillo. Garrett is going to get a hold. A hold for Garrett, and a save for Iglesias. The loss is going to go to Jason Vargas. And that is all she wrote. It was Cincinnati, 4 runs, 9 hits, no errors, 6 left on base. New York, 2 runs, 7 hits, no errors, 9 left on base. And let me just go over real quick the scorebook for the Reds. There's a 2-run home run by Suarez in the 3rd, and then a home run by Kurt Casali and another home run by Jose Iglesias. For the Mets, I'll see if Alonso struck out 4 times. Alonso struck out 1, 2, 3, 4 times, and he walked. So, yeah. All right, guys, take care. That's the ball game. That's Deep Drive Baseball. I'll see you guys later.